This is the story of Simone Campbell Collymore, aged 32, a slain businesswoman who was killed by her husband just because he didn't like how she looked anymore but wanted to cash in on her life insurance policy just like he did with his first wife whom he killed, which he got away with 10 years ago, but unfortunately for him this time, it was all captured on CCTV. Omar Collymore hired Michael Adams, Dwayne Pink and Shaquille Edwards to commit the murder, which they did in broad daylight, and while at it, they also killed the taxi driver who was conveying Simone from one location to the other. The killers later confessed to the crime and were all sentenced. Hello and welcome to Twisted Crimes. Subscribe and hit the like button for more stories. This story will be taking us to Kingston, Jamaica. Kingston is the capital and largest city of Jamaica, located on the southeastern coast of the island. Jamaica is one of the countries with the highest homicide rates in Latin America and the Caribbean. Simone Campbell was born in Jamaica and attended Mill Grove High School. She loved playing basketball, and she was a joy to be around. Simone was a young beautiful lady who aspired to be an entrepreneur. She was a decent, charming and selfless individual. Simone later moved to the US, where her parents had a home, and she started attending Nova Southern University. She met Omar Collymore, known as Best, in 2005, and they became quick friends. Omar is a native of Barbados, but was also living in the US at that time. Omar was dating his then-girlfriend Angela Aguilar, 38-year-old wealthy real estate agent with 2 sons, one living with her and the other living with his father in New York, since that is where Angela was originally from. Omar introduced the 2 ladies to each other and they were fine with the arrangements. Omar loved them both according to people who knew them. Unfortunately, he had an ulterior motive for Angela. He had put out life insurance on her and somehow Angela was shot by a homeless man weeks after the insurance policy was filed. June 29, 2008. That day, Omar claimed, he went out with his then-girlfriend Angela, and while Angela was in the car, he got out to tie his shoelaces. As soon as he kneeled, he heard gunshots, and he saw a homeless white man approach them wearing loose clothing and a headband. Then he took off for safety. When he got back to his car, he discovered Angela was dead. She took 2 shots, one in the chest and one in the neck. She was buried following the murder. 2 years later, in 2010, Omar contested her $1 million life insurance policy. Omar was awarded $400,000, with the remaining proceeds going to Angela's son Elijah. Omar and Simone grew very close after that and they relocated to Jamaica. They got married and started a family, and she had a kid. But things started going south when Omar began complaining about how she looked, which made him to cheat continuously. Simone told him she would do something about it, so she tried all means to fix her body even more so that she had become a successful business owner in Jamaica. That did not stop Omar from cheating. He spent the money he received carelessly on women and lied to Simone that it was money from an accident that happened to him when he was still living in New York. No one knows for sure if she knew about what happened to Angela or not. He somehow again convinced Simone to get a life insurance for a hefty amount of money, which she did. After a while, the relationship was going nowhere due to his consistent cheating and lack of respect for her. She took the kids and left him. She focused on her kids and also spent time with her parents. She even hosted a party for her parents.
Happy birthday! Happy birthday! Happy birthday to you, dear mama! Happy birthday! Happy birthday! Happy birthday! Happy birthday to you, dear mama! Happy birthday! Hooray! 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 Hooray!
So one day when Simone brought the kids to visit, on her way back home, just few minutes after she left his house, she was ambushed and shot 19 times by some unknown gunman. The taxi driver was also shot dead during the incident. A post-mortem revealed that Campbell Collymore was shot 19 times and died from multiple gunshot wounds to the chest and abdomen, with injuries to the lung, liver, and right kidney. Walters, the taxi driver, was shot 5 times and died from a gunshot wound to the head. To deter the cops from thinking he was involved, he tried to stage a hit on himself.
Apparently, there is this gentleman who was suspected of having his wife murdered last month. There was a news story, you may have heard it, about this lady that was shot up in her car or in a taxi. Apparently, this is the husband of that lady, and there is a conspiracy that he had her killed for the life insurance. He was visiting Allied Insurance a while ago to drop off paperwork for the claim, and Allied, yes, is on Belmont Road, and there were 2 men, nobody knows who, that were parked inside Allied waiting on him, and he got out, and they got out.
In summary, he claimed that those who killed his wife were trying to kill him too. At this point in time, Omar also became a suspect and was on the police radar. He tried to flee the island on January 27 on a fake passport and was arrested at the Norman Manley International Airport. This was only a day before Simone's funeral. Things started falling apart when police started picking the gunmen in question, and they confessed they had been hired by Omar to kill his wife. Wade Blackwood, one of the shooters in the incident, was given 2 life sentences for the 2 counts of murder and 8.5 years for illegal possession of a firearm.
Wife of popular businessman Omar Best Collymore screamed as he and a crony sprayed her and a taxi driver with bullets, has pleaded guilty to 2 counts of murder. 24-year-old Wade Blackwood today also pleaded guilty in the Home Circuit Court to 2 counts of illegal possession of a firearm and ammunition. Firefighters this morning rushed to the Fun City Beach on Port Henderson Road in Port.
Omar's case is still in court. We do hope Simone gets the total justice she deserves real soon. Our sincere condolences to her family. May her soul continue to rest in peace. Please stay safe out there, and see you guys in the next video.